Morning, Adam. Delighted to have you on property with OBI.
Morning.
How you been getting on during lockdown, mate?
Yeah, it's all right. It's I think everyone's in the same boat really. It's just one of them. Like, you've got to try and work out what the next move is. Like, every day the rules are changing, so it's just a case of working out how we can kind of adjust and adapt to what we need to do and kind of make the best of the situation really.
Have
And
you
yourself?
started your puzzle?
Not yet. That's going to happen this weekend though. It's good that.
No, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. No, same really. I've just finished morning calls today with the team. Just trying to keep projects kicking along for clients and also internal OBI ones. So we're trying to use this time wisely to get everything in order. But obviously the Kamani Property Group, which you are CEO of,
Yeah.
has made quite a splash over the last few years in the market.
Yeah.
You've been pretty active in buying and refurbishing assets throughout the city. How's it been for the business over the last sort of 6-8 weeks?
Well, for the first few weeks, because obviously we've contracted a lot of this stuff out to third parties. So we said to all those people that we're working with that if you want to carry on, that's on you. Like, we're not going to force you to do anything. So a few of them carried on for the first 2-3 weeks, and then I think, as Boris announced, the initial lockdown first time round, a lot of them stopped. But again, since the other day when he's lifted the construction side of things, it's just a case of getting that back up and running. But again, it's just keeping the momentum with the team and kind of trying to get everyone to kind of be active and chasing up, like with tenants, because I know a lot of tenants are obviously struggling with a few of our tenants in the hospitality industry. So it's kind of like a chain reaction, really. Like, you got to pay someone needs to pay you, and it's just kind of like working out a scenario that works best for everyone. But in terms of the development side, things are going to pick back up again and move forward again. And we just got to make sure that whoever we're using, the contractors, that they've got enough equipment and got all the right procedures in place so they can carry on working.
Yeah, you've got obviously new build projects going on and also refurb. We sold you a building just before Christmas. Are those projects live now? Are people back on site at the moment?
So we just had a conversation yesterday about Hewitt Street, which we bought through you guys for the new head office. That was one of the ones that was carrying on for the first 2-3 weeks of lockdown, and then the contractor didn't feel comfortable staying on, so we were cool with that. So yeah, we've had a conversation with the team yesterday, and going to try and get them back on board again. But we don't want to pressurise anyone. Everyone's got to be comfortable with the situation.
And what's your plans? Are you going to move into one of the floors in Hewitt Street?
So yeah, so the plan is, well, obviously everything's been set back, so there's a bit of a delay at the moment because of what's happened with the pandemic. But in terms of moving forward with our move to the office, yeah, that's very much still on the cards. We're probably maybe 6 weeks away if they carry on from now to move into it. So yeah, we're going to take on the ground floor and the lower ground floor, doing a big refurb, kicking it out, doing an internal staircase, just making it how we want it to be, because we don't want to move again, because we think potentially, obviously we've got other tenants in the building, but if for whatever reason they need to leave at some point and we need more space, we can just start taking the other floors as well.
What are you going to put in there then? You're going to have a nice new big office for yourself, nice bar in there?
I'm making my office a bit smaller. Now the reason being is I feel we had a long think about this. I can make my office like it is now, but in terms of future-proofing the business, I may as well make the space to what we think we might need in the next 12 months, 18 months. So it's no point making my office however I want it now. I may as well make it so it's practical.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're making it nice. We're making it modern. We're making it like New York loft style kind of vibes. Put a pool table in there. Put like a breakout area for everyone. Like, we're just making it like. Cause I realised, like, we spend so much time together in the office. We spend more time with each other than we do with our own family sometimes. So I just got to make sure that it's comfortable for them. Like it's like from home to home really. I want
Yeah.
everyone to be comfortable and everyone to be relaxed at work. So that's what we're trying to do.
No, I think you're right. I think that'll be ever more important for when we return as well. But there's another interesting part to your business interests, which is the private fund you've got for investing into third-party businesses. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how much people know about that. Do you want to just tell us a bit more?
Yeah, so we set up a fund about 2 years ago called KM Capital. We realised the fund basically invests in startup companies, but how it came about is obviously off the back of Boohoo and Pretty Little Thing and the fashion side of things, we had a lot of people coming to us saying, "Oh, we'd love to have you as a mentor. We'd love to have your thoughts and try and help us and stuff like that." And at the time, it was like, "No, we're not going to do any of that. We've got to concentrate on our own thing." And then obviously when I moved into the property side of things, and then obviously I looked after the family office, we thought, you know what, there's actually an angle here where we could probably help a lot of businesses. So today we probably invested in about 23 companies, mostly in London, one or two in like Scotland or Newcastle, wherever they may be. So yeah, most of them are tech based, something where we can leverage off the other brands we're involved with, whether it's through another tech brand we've invested in, or the fashion brand, or the pop sector. So it's all kind of very strategic, and if we don't feel like we can help them or add value to their business, we're honest with them and say, listen, there's no point. There's no point just taking the cash. You may as well have smart investors, smart money.
Have you got any exciting businesses in that portfolio?
I think all of them are exciting. Well, but like you said, you need like out of all of them, you need one or two to kind of hit off, and like your job's done on that side of things. They need to kind of trying to find these little gems. What we want to do eventually, and Hewitt Street was also part of this plan, is create a startup hub where startup companies can kind of basically utilize our building and utilize our space and use our resources in return for sharing their business really. So that's something that's maybe 12 months down the line, but it's something we're thinking about and working out how the best way to do that is really. So Hewitt Street is all part of this plan for the head office.
Hewitt Street will be a great building for that
Yeah,
type of
looking
use.
forward
It'll be
to
fantastic. And in terms of the wider family business interests, you mentioned Boo, etc. How have they been getting on through this challenging period?
It's the same. It's the same with everyone. I can't really speak too much for them because they've got their own stuff going on. But from what I know, like everyone, like you just gotta just adapt, like work out a best working solution for the team, because those things don't turn off. They're online. They're 24/7 all the time. So you still gotta have people working on it in the background, whether it's from home or wherever it may be, or in the warehouse and everything. So yeah, they're going really well. They've just had to adapt and adjust, like everyone's had. Everyone's had a bit of a smack. Everyone's had a bit of a nervy moment during this time, but everyone's going to come out stronger, I think.
And I've been following the great work you've been doing for various charities. And I also saw that you recently funded the purchase of the small building in the Northern Quarter, which has been repurposed for some great stuff as well during the last few weeks. Do you want to tell us a bit more about your interest in charities, because it's been really impressive?
Yeah, so we've always been quite a charitable family between us all. It's something like, for example, like I wear 2 hearing aids. So when I was younger, I worked at Camp America for a disabled camp for children. Looking after them is something close to my heart. So like giving back, obviously we've done so well in life and we're fortunate to be in a position we are. So if we can give something back and help others, then there's nothing wrong with that. It's something quite satisfying to be able to help others. So between us all, we try and do a bit. Like I'm looking at maybe going to. I might actually be in Africa right now to do a project over there, which I'm keeping under wraps until further notice. But basically to help schools and kids that haven't really got an opportunity there, to help maybe support them and build some structure for them to kind of give them a bit of a head start. Because where they are is literally you wouldn't even wish your worst enemy to be there. So yeah, Cash for Kids every Christmas we try and donate toys and stuff like that. Become an ambassador for a hearing charity. So there's lots of different things that we can do, and obviously the site that we've got on Swan Street with Capital Centric, the joint venture we're doing, we've made that like a hub for homeless people to go and get food and shelter and stuff like that for. So that's had a really positive reaction, and it's really good, really.
Well, fair play, well done for all the work you've been doing. That.
Thank you.
How have you been getting through at home then? What's been your routine? Have you is it different every day?
It's as different as you can make it be. You literally go from your bedroom to your laptop to sit on your sofa and have some lunch. That's it, really. Yeah. So no, it's just each day, just like wake up, do my calls, do my work emails, catch up with my team, sort out any issues that may need sorting out. Try and get some exercise every day. Try and lose some weight. I've lost probably about a stone in isolation, so that's not a bad thing. Yeah, same as everyone really. Just trying to, because if you're sitting at home, it drives you mad. Really, you don't realise how much you need to get out and about and have social interaction. There's only so much you can do of it. FaceTiming people and whatever, and obviously calls like this with you. So it's a mixed bag. What about yourself? What's your routine been?
It's actually, I'm stuck probably on calls a lot more than I thought I'd be.
Yeah.
But I think that just shows how much you communicate in our game day in, day out. But usually you're surrounded by people. The most powerful thing from our company is being able just to collaborate, share information, shout across the office all the time. But now you have to sort of send an invite, get on a call, which is okay. And then exercise helps keeps you sane. And then 2 kids who keep me on my toes, and a dog.
That's good. What do you think the impact's gonna be in terms of the office space and the resi space in Manchester now? Like, obviously, people are cut down the office space and kind of have more people, because I think what I realised during this time is a lot of those meetings that you thought you needed could have been done over Zoom, could have been done over email and stuff like that.
I think there'll be less travelling. I'm not concerned at all really about the future of the office. I don't listen to everyone's is full of ideas and views on this. Yeah. My view is not really to listen to any of them, because no one exactly knows what's going to happen. I think in the next 6-9 months you're going to see a reaction which involves people changing the way they work until everything's safe again. But in terms of the death of the office, absolutely not. I think I spoke to 2 or 3 people today who can't wait to get back. You've just described how your office works. It can't work like that from being at home. I think people will work from home more often, but then people's densities in office have got really tight. Desks have got smaller. People are cramming more and more people into office space, which I think, and we are as a firm going to give people more space again. In the long term, the hot desking, people aren't going to be comfortable hot desking. So I actually think things will equal themselves out, and people will still need.
I spoke to some of the banks, and what they're doing with their office in London is they're actually downsizing the offices, because they've realised they don't need everyone working in the office at all times. Some of them are going to do like 2 shifts, maybe like 7 till 2, 2 till 7.
Yeah.
So a lot of these banks, well, I say a lot, 2 of them are talking about downsizing that office.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's loads of efficiencies people can do, but it's then whether, I think people will work less from an office, but it's whether they still want their own workstation and desk, and I suspect they will. So you might have less people working in the offices, but I don't think it will see a massive reduction in space. People may stop recruiting for a while. I think, unemployment, etc., is going to be an immediate problem. And I think the rise in all of this flexi space, co-working space, that could be hit, because I think people won't want to share communal meeting facilities or breakout spaces or kitchens. People will probably want, a bit like people feel like they're safe in their own house. They'll feel safe, once they've shut the door to their office and they can actually control that environment.
There's been so much fear instilled in the public that no one really knows what they're comfortable with and what they're not comfortable with. So just trying to find a balance, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. But I've got a quick fire round of questions to finish off.
God, go on.
What's been your favourite property deal?
You know what? I'm gonna actually say the first ever one I did when I joined the group, which was in Bowden, 6 apartments. Just because it was my first one, it was exciting. It was
Yeah.
new. I was learned the whole process of it. So probably say that one was my most exciting. But as time moves on, other stuff becomes more exciting, like the development stuff and like the new head office and stuff like that. So probably the first one I would say is my most excited one.
Good. And what's been your favourite household item during lockdown?
Favorite household item? My laptop. That's all I've had.
What are you missing most?
I'm just missing getting into the office and like driving to town and like just like getting on with my day, like knowing that I'm sat at home all day. Just you feel a bit lazy sometimes. So just social interaction and getting into the office, I'm
Yeah.
missing that a lot.
And who's your football team?
Man City,
Big Man City fan, are you?
very very big. Well, I like to say I'm a very big City fan. I go to all the home games and some away games.
And
And you're Stoke, aren't you?
Stoke City, yeah. We're I don't, God knows what do you think is going to happen with the football season?
Well, I spoke to a few of my mates who are involved in the football side of things, and I don't think that anyone really knows what's going on. I don't think the Premier League really know what to do.
No.
That's why it's taken so long. No one's made a decision yet. Even yesterday, they had a call with the FA, the Premier League, and still they've not really finalised anything. But like the Bundesliga and all these other leagues are starting again. But it just I know a lot of the players are scared to go back because it's like, how is that possible with all the medics and the physios and the scouting team and the coaching staff? Like it's not possible to kind of be in a safe environment with that stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it just takes for the Bundesliga to restart and a player getting hit with corona, and it's just gonna end up stopping the whole season.
I
It'll
agree.
be great, but then Liverpool won't win it, so it'll be great.
And what's the first thing you're gonna do when we come out of lockdown?
Go to the office. That's probably what I'm most excited to go to be honest with you. It sounds really sad. Or try and book. Well, I want to go away, but I probably shouldn't go away straight away. So I'll probably come to the office first, and then after a few weeks, try and go somewhere in the sunshine for a bit.
Do you know what? That's the thing I really want to do. Actually, I know everyone thinks that they're gonna just stay in the UK and you're not going to travel, but I can't wait to get out of the country.
Get out and go somewhere, just even if it's a long weekend, just like something different.
Yeah.
You just miss getting your passport out and just getting your Euros out or something, just something different. On the beach.
Well, listen, Adam, you've been great as ever, mate. Thanks very much for coming on.
All right, take care. See you later, mate.
Later. Thanks a lot. Bye.